Hello little bookworms, my name is Jojo and me and my cuddly friends would like to welcome you to the Littlest Book Corner. Today is Storytime, so let's take a look inside the Storytime chest and see what's inside. Today's book is Keeping Sheep, and it is written and illustrated by Matthew Martin. Okay, have you got your cuddly friends sat with you ready to listen to the story? Okay, great. Let's get started. Our tale begins on a very big rock with some very green grass and a very merry flock. Dozens of sheep, or perhaps there were more, playing around and lying by shore, munching some grass or taking a nap, or watching the clouds on their shepherd's lap, exploring the land they travelled by day, or watched over by night as they were dreaming away. He took them through valleys and up some high hills, through very hot deserts, and even through chills. If sheep wandered sideways, he'd nudge them right back, but the tap of the staff sometimes felt like a whack. Watch your step, that's not the right way. I'll use this staff if you start to stray. And one fine day, a sheep went for a walk. A bird flew down and started to talk. I am worried for you. That shepherd looks strong. I fear he may hurt you if you do something wrong. I've seen you get hooked with the end of his staff. I think he may hit you with his rod for a laugh. The bird flew away while saying, "See, look." And then the sheep felt the quick pull of the hook. From that point forward, sheep started to ponder. I think I'll be happier if I start to wander. I'll never be right, it seems that I'm flawed. Soon he'll stop using the hook and start using that rod. Not wanting a bruise or a single more scrape, the sheep started planning a way to escape. I'll wait till he's busy, when he won't be looking. I'll run far away and stop all this hooking. I'm sure there are much nicer places to be, with tastier grass and a prettier sea. Well, sheep aren't that sneaky, but he gave it his best. The shepherd may have seen him, but he was off on his quest. I can go where I want, this is simply the best. I'm glad I'm not stuck in that flock like the rest. There was nowhere off limits, every place he could go. He kicked up some leaves and rolled down some snow. On the sheep travelled, through field and by stream. He thought he must surely be living the dream. He reached the end of some grass that was green. I'll just keep on going, there's more to be seen. A few days went by with less grass to eat, and then he sat down to rest his sheep feet. A bird flew down and gave him a peck. Sheep let out an ouch as he rubbed his sheep neck. He closed his eyes and lay down for a nap, but was woken right up with the sound of a thwap. A rhino had swept him away with his tail. He landed in mud right next to a snail.
I want to lie down, and this is my spot, so pick up your feet and go for a trot.
Without any shepherd, I don't know where I'm going. I don't have a map, and there's no way of knowing.
I don't care where you go. That's not my concern. You can go up or down or take a left turn. Just get out of my way before I get mad. You'd better get going or you'll wish that you had.
The food was scarce, and our sheep got much slimmer. The nights seemed much longer, and the days seemed much dimmer. Days turned to weeks, and he got little rest. He even walked into a large hornet's nest. His wool got quite dirty with mud and with soot. He had taken some tumbles, and he'd hurt his front foot. There were even close calls, with tigers out stalking. The sheep had to move, though his feet hurt from walking. He thought of returning back home, but he couldn't. The shepherd would beat me. I've done what I shouldn't. And the flock was too far. He had strayed for too long. How had this journey turned so very wrong? The end must be near, probably sooner than later, whether I starve with no grass or am chomped by a gator. He gave up on trying and sat there until a big storm blew him over and he rolled down a hill. He rolled past a lion and just missed his claw, rolled under a bear and just missed his paw. A wolf on the left, a snake on the right, and sheep are not known for their ways in a fight. He covered his eyes and let out a yelp. I'm lost and afraid. Someone, please, help. This must be the end. I'm caught among thorns, and I think that I hear something coming with horns. There are beasts all around. I feel that I'm cursed. And here comes the biggest, the meanest and worst. Somehow he's found me. I've been caught. And here comes that rod just as I thought. He drew back the rod with his face full of rage. Oh, this poor little sheep. I fear the next page. He closed his sheep eyes. The rod whizzed near his head. I didn't feel the thing hit. I must already be dead. He opened his eyes, just barely peeking. The fur was flying and he heard lots of shrieking. How is this right? I'm not getting hit. But the wolf and the snake are sure getting it. The staff moved him left. The rod swung to the right. The shepherd sure knew how to handle the fight. The robe swirled round. The rod hit its mark. Lion lost some teeth. Wolf let out a bark. His robe was tattered, but the fight was ended. The beasts were defeated as the sheep was defended. Why did you come for a sheep like me? Broken and flawed is all that I'll be. I strayed far from you to go on my own. I do not deserve this love that you've shown. I've always loved you, and I always will. And whenever you stray, I love you still. The staff that I use is for your correction, and the rod that I carry is for your protection. You'll make mistakes, and you'll go astray, but I love you enough to not leave you that way. If my sheep start to wander, I'll nudge them back straight, but it's done out of love and never from hate. If you need to learn, I'll be there to teach, and there's nowhere you go that is out of my reach. You had wandered so far, but I heard your cry. I will always be there in the blink of an eye. There's danger around, above and beneath, but if it gets too close, I'll knock out its teeth. And so they returned to the rest of the flock with the very green grass on the very big rock. Sheep laid down his head on the good shepherd's lap. He felt comfort and love as he took a nice nap. Shepherd whispered, I love you. You are my joy to keep, because I am your shepherd and you are my sheep. The end. Well, little bookworms, I hope you enjoyed keeping sheep just as much as I did. Well, thank you for joining me today, and I hope that you'll join me at the Littlest Book Corner for another Storytime adventure. But in the meantime, keep on reading. Goodbye. If your little one loved this book, you can get your very own copy by clicking on the link below. Don't forget to connect with us on social media for storytime, giveaways, and more. Thanks for watching.